Hi, my name is Harry from Octagon Thoughts, and here I'll be talking about giving out my thoughts on Ciryl Gane versus Alexander Drago Volkov this weekend in the UFC main event. We have Alexander Volkov, the fifth-ranked heavyweight contender, taking on up-and-comer Ciryl Gane, who has taken the sport by storm. He's undefeated. He's fought less than 10 times, but Ciryl Gane comes into this with a full head of steam, having 50-45 Jairzinho Rozenstruik in his last fight, where he made Jairzinho Rozenstruik, who's a world-class heavyweight, look very human in that fight, as he made Rozenstruik look very scared and tentative in that fight, and he made him look like a fighter that wasn't really prepared for the task, but he was. It was just Gane's pressure, nonstop pressure, and just his frame and his size and just his activities nonstop. He's in your face for 25 minutes going hardcore, and he's taking on the veteran Alexander Volkov. Volkov's been one of the most underrated guys in this division for a long time. He's coming off a big win over Alistair Overeem, in which it wasn't really much of a fight. Overeem was done the second he stepped in that octagon. Volkov has put on a lot of size of late. He's become a true heavyweight. He's got a sick back tattoo now, which has really changed the game for him, in my opinion. Um, and Volkov has become a veteran in the sport. He has lots of fights under his belt. I'm pretty sure he's 33-8 at this stage in his career, while I think Gane's like 7 or 8-0 at this point. And then Alexander Volkov's style, like he's shown in the Curtis Blades fight, he's got heart. He can go 5 rounds, and he can even win later rounds, as he won the fourth and fifth rounds against Curtis Blades, a fight in which he was pretty much dominated the first 3 rounds, not because like Blades is doing a ton of damage, but more so just so he got taken down. But he showed some good resilience to get back up. He tired Blades out, and he landed some significant strikes in the fourth and fifth round, and came close to a finish at some points. And Curtis Blades world class. And since that fight, he's shown that he's added size, which helps a lot of his takedown defense. In his striking, he used to be very tentative. He used to be like not throw a ton of output, but now he's being very aggressive and coming forward and using his output. And he's become a real threat in the heavyweight division as of late. Obviously, we have Francis Ngannou as the champion, and we have him most likely taking on Derek Lewis in the fall. So this fight could very well determine the next challenger for the heavyweight title, the winner of that fight, as John Jones kind of looms, but I don't really see that happening anytime soon with the way the negotiations with the UFC has gone. So the winner of this fight could very well put themselves in position for a UFC title fight. And this fight, the line's kind of interesting. Ciryl Gane's at a minus 180 price, and then you have Alexander Volkov around plus 155, plus 160 range. And I view it more as a pick'em because the experience factor. Not many fighters will stay undefeated for their entire career. They'll face setbacks at times. MMA is one of those sports where losing's not the worst thing in the world because you can learn so much from your losses. And Ciryl Gane, I feel like he's world class, and I see him fighting for the title, maybe holding the title at some point with how young he is in the sport. But Alexander Volkov's in stride right now. He has a ton of momentum behind him. He's in form, and I think his style can cause some problems here because I don't think Gane will take him down with like relative ease. I don't see that happening. I think it'll be a battle for him to try and take him down. And on the feet, while Gane's pressure will be a factor, I think Volkov can handle it with his length, and he has good diverse striking. And the thing is, we haven't really seen Gane ever put in any trouble on the feet in his entire career. He's faced Tanner Boser. He dominated him. Rafael Pasaso. I pronounced that terribly, but is what it is. And then he faced Jairzinho Rozenstruik, who he also dominated, but Jairzinho didn't really put anything on his chin. I feel like Volkov will be able to land some good shots. So I'm not sure if Volkov wins. I'm not sure if it'll be via decision or if he'll be able to get a finish because we haven't really seen Ciryl Gane get cracked. We haven't seen him hurt. We haven't seen his resilience. We haven't seen his heart tested. We haven't seen him battle tested. We haven't seen him go through a war and come out the other side as a victor. We've seen him dominate. We've seen him control. We've seen him just control every aspect of his fights. Then you got Drago Volkov here, who's looking like a man on a mission. He's fought some of the greatest, like the best fighters in this division. He's been there for Derek Lewis, dominated Derek Lewis, except until he got knocked out with like 10 seconds left because he was being stupid. And he's grown so much since then. He's put on so much size since then too. I think that's going to play a big factor here in his future in the heavyweight division. He's become a true heavyweight. He's put on a lot of size and strength, and it's going to help him in his takedown defense, which has been in his past his detriment. And then I think it's going to be a really close fight. I view it as a pick 'em from a betting aspect. If you're betting Gane, I think it's via decision plus 200. Can't see him really finishing Volkov. For Volkov, I think you bet him straight up if you're going to bet him because we haven't seen Gane hurt, so I'm not sure if he'll be able to get the finish or if he'll win via decision if he wins. That's his path to victory. I think Volkov has to keep this fight standing to have a good chance at winning. I think it'll be very competitive either way, because even if Volkov gets taken down, I think he can get back up with relative ease. And for Gane, is he world class? This is when we find out is Ciryl Gane ready for a title shot? Is he world class? Does he have any issues? If he runs through Alexander Volkov and wins the decision 50-45, I think we're looking at a real deal heavyweight contender here and a guy that will produce a great fight with Francis Ngannou or Derek Lewis. Whoever wins that one, probably Ngannou, but I love Derek Lewis, so you never know. So I'll go with Volkov here via decision as my official prediction, just because we haven't seen Gane against anybody near his level, in my opinion. I love Jairzinho Rozenstruik, but I don't think he's on the level of Alexander Volkov or close to it. I think Alexander Volkov's in that second tier of heavyweight here behind Francis Ngannou, like a few other guys. And I don't know, I just don't think Gane's fought anyone near his level, and I think I got to go with the experience and the veteranness of Alexander Volkov in this one. I think his length, his reach, his strikes can cause a lot of problems for anybody in this division, and certainly Ciryl Gane. So I'll go with the Russian Alexander Drago Volkov in this one via decision, I'll say. Cheers.